So here we are at the blog page for YosemitePinesRV.com. You're going to notice it's a little different now. We're using the K2 system to enter blog posts and render it here. K2 has kind of a extended blog post system kind of built into it. As a matter of fact, K2 is actually a content construction kit, which allows us to create custom content types for Joomla and greatly extends what Joomla can do. But one thing that's just kind of built into K2 is that they just kind of automatically extended the abilities and just kind of made it easier to create blog posts for inside Joomla. Here is what they've done. So one thing you'll notice is that these go all the way across now, and this is actually a good thing. Now that these images are floated over here to the left, and all the content, the example content, is floated over here to the right, and is wrapping around this image. Now these are perfectly responsive, and it does not matter what this image size is. Before, you needed to have images that were going to be of equal height so that it didn't put the layout off. But here you're not going to have to worry about that. These can be of different height. This is automatically going to make it this width, and it's going to go ahead and wrap the first couple of paragraphs around it, put a read more right underneath it, and also link up here, and also link with the image to the content. And it's going to automatically do this, so the height of that image is not going to matter anymore, so you're not going to have to worry about that. This is much more responsive than the standard Joomla interfaces. So how do we create a K2 blog post? Well, that's quite simple. Here once you enter into the administrative interface, you'll automatically see the K2 quick icons here in the admin panel. If you click on items, it'll take you in and it'll show you the items that we have in there right now. Right now we have 3 example blog posts. And just like in Joomla, you just click on the blog post and it will take you into it, just like it does with any content. And you can go ahead and edit the content from there. So you'll see this is a little bit more extensive than what you see on the Joomla system. So I'm not going to show you how to edit this. I'm actually going to take you through creating a new one of these. So I'm going to go ahead and click cancel. And I'm going to come back here to the control panel, which is the first thing you see when you log in, and I'm going to click on Add New Item is what I'm going to do. For a title, I'm going to give it K2 Blog Post Example 4. For a category, I'm going to select Yosemite Blog. It's the only category there. You do not have to worry about giving it a title alias URL. It will automatically do that itself already. Tags, you'll want to talk to your SEO person about what type of tags that you're going to want for this particular system. It may not be important to put tags in here in your content, or it might be very important to. I'm not exactly for sure. You're going to want to talk to your SEO person about that. But this allows you to put in tags, and all you do is you would just, for instance, put in tag 1 and then tag 2. Just a comma between the tags is all you would do. I'm not going to go ahead and enter those in. Once you do enter them in here, it will also save it in the system so that you'll be able to type the first few letters of that tag and it'll actually search for it and bring it up for you. Featured just puts a little featured banner in the actual content itself. I'm going to go ahead and click yes so I can show you exactly what that does. Here I'm going to go ahead and paste in some placeholder text that we have right here. And when I paste from a web page or anything like this, and I come in here and I click paste, you're going to see that this is going to pop up. And it's saying use Control V on your keyboard to paste into the window. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to press Control and V. And if you're on a Mac, it's Command and V. And it's going to go ahead and paste this in here. And the reason it's doing this is it's removing all of the HTML tags that are in this content. When I copy this content over, it just looks like text, but actually a bunch of HTML is coming with it. And this is going to go ahead and remove that. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Insert, and it's going to put just the text in there, plain text, unformatted, and it's going to put nothing but it's going to wrap it in paragraph tags. And the one thing that it will carry over, though, if you have stuff bolded or if you have stuff aligned a certain way, it will carry this over. And as you see, we have this stuff justified, and it did carry over our justified alignment. So and now that I've got that in there, I want to go ahead and add my image. And you'll see right above here we've got several different selections. One of these is content, which we're looking at right now. And then we have image, image gallery, media, extra fields, and attachments. So I'm going to click on image, and that's going to bring me up to the area where I can either upload or select an image from the server. I can choose browse and go to my computer and look and find an image that I want. If the image is already uploaded to Joomla, you can click browse server, and it will bring up this interface that will allow you to browse the current images that are on the server. I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to go ahead and select select 800 by 300 JPG. And you notice when I'm selecting that, all of a sudden it's like I don't have a button that says insert or anything like that. I don't actually need one. All you have to do is just double click and it will automatically insert that in there. Below here, I could put in an image item caption if I wanted to, or give the credit to the image if I was using, for instance, like a Creative Commons licensed image that required attribution. I go ahead and enter that here, and that will go ahead and show up out front underneath the image. So that's all I need when it comes to putting in an image in there. That's all I have to do. The system is taking care of the rest of it, the size and all of that stuff. The system's taking care of resizing that behind the scenes and everything. It does all of that. You don't have to worry about it. Image Gallery allows you to put in an image gallery, but it requires an extra plugin, and it does take it does have a performance tax. So we haven't installed that here. But if you would like to be able to put image galleries inside of your post, just let us know, and we'll go ahead and install the plugin. But just be aware it does have a bit of a performance tax. Over here is media. If you wanted to embed a video from YouTube or whatnot, you would just paste YouTube's embed code right in there. You could also give it a caption as well as credits if you wanted to. Over here is extra fields, and there's no extra fields attached to this blog posting right now. The extra fields, the reason it's there, this is the flexibility that the K2 system gives us in Joomla by allowing us to place extra fields in different types of content, thereby expanding what we can do with just the basic articles in Joomla. But we don't have any extra fields here, so you don't have to worry about that. Over here is attachments. If you wanted to add like a PDF file or maybe a coloring book page or something along those lines, you could go ahead and add it as an attachment, and when you click Add Attachment field, it's going to bring this down here, and all you have to do, you can click blink, you can click browse, and it will bring you into your computer, or you can click select file on the server and it will bring you in and show you what's currently in the images folder right here. So you can give the link a title, and you can also give the link title attribute. Once again, these are both optional, and the link title would just be if you didn't want it to be the link to actually be named the same thing, you can give it a link title. And the link title attribute itself, that's kind of an SEO thing, so you would want to ask your SEO person about that. But I don't actually want to put anything on here, so I'm just going to go ahead and click remove. I just wanted to go ahead and add my image, which is really all I need to do, and I don't even have to add that if I don't want to. The only required pieces of information here is simply going to be a title and a category. Nothing else. Everything else could be left blank. You could not even put any content in there, and it would still allow you to go ahead and save it. So, but what I've done is I put the content here, I've put the image in here, and I've made it featured, but once again, didn't have to do that. I've selected Yosemite blog as the category and given it a title. So now I'm going to go ahead and click save. And once it's saved that, I'm going to come back out here. I'm going to go ahead and refresh the page here. And now you'll see our first selection is K2 blog post example 4. Okay. I'm going to come over here, and you'll see as I hover over the image, I get a link. Down here, I get a read more link, and over here, I get a read more link. Now, as I look down, I'll notice that I've got some spacing in here and in here, and this happens sometimes in this system. All you want to do is you just want to come in here and remove any extra spaces that you might see in this content that might be causing that. And then just go ahead and save it again. And now when I refresh this, you'll see our text has actually going to bump up a little bit there. Okay, there we go. So when people click on this, they will actually go into the main content, and you'll see since I have featured, it's going to say featured over here and a little featured poster there. It's going to go ahead and give us all of the content that we put in there. People will be able to rate the item. People will be able to alter the font size to a larger font size if they want to for easier reading. They are able to print it, email it, or then this will also show how many comments are here. People can tweet it, share it on Facebook, Google+. This will show the author. This can be removed. It's not necessary to have that here. Here are other latest posts from that same author. Once again, this can be removed. And this will also show you the next posting that's in this category. And down below here, we have a comment section to leave comments. Once again, all of this stuff that you see down here on the bottom can be removed. Just let us know what you want to keep and let us know what you want us to get rid of. So anyhow, once you're done with that, like let's say now I want to go ahead and get rid of that posting. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and it's going to show me here all of the different posts I have right under items, and I'm going to go ahead and unfeature that real quick. So because I can do that from right here, and I can also simply unpublish that. And once I unpublish that, you'll see when I come out here and I go back to our blog, you'll see that now I'm back to just K2 blog post example as my first blog post. So very, very easy. You can also click on this and send it to the trash. Once again, when you send it to the trash, it's not completely gone. It's just sitting in the trash. But you can just as easily unpublish the item and it won't show up out front anymore. So anyway, that is how you deal with K2 blog posts. If you have any questions or need any further explanation, just let us know.